Okay, here we go. This is Pink Glue. It is still October 15th. Twitter shuts down, episode number 2. That's not an accident either. Okay, Jack Dorsey at Jack, given 24 hours to respond to government oversight. This is Pink Glue episode number 135. And thank you, Jack. I now have a Twitter header. Okay, since we've gone through all the scabuckle today and the social media's brazen disregard for any level of free speech, we have a response from the Oversight Committee. It was posted about 4 hours ago, and they say not saying at Twitter went offline because at Jack got word ranking member at Rep. James Comer was about to send him this letter, but so somebody has a bit of a sense of humor there. Let's go ahead and read through the letter. I think it's important to take a moment to read through this. Congress of the United States, House of Representatives, dated October 15th, 2020. Mr. Jack Dorsey, Chief Executive Officer, Twitter Incorporated, located right there in Soma of San Francisco, which is 355 Market Street, Suite 100, San Francisco, California, 94103. Dear Mr. Dorsey, yesterday, the New York Post published an article discussing alleged emails showing Hunter Biden may have introduced his father, then Vice President Joe Biden, to an executive from Burisma, a Ukrainian energy firm which was paying Hunter Biden tens of thousands of dollars each month. If true, the narrative raises questions about whether Joe Biden lied to the American public about using his position as vice president to help his son's Ukrainian business dealings. Shortly after its publication, the article began to circulate and be retweeted on Twitter. Such archives are not uncommon when breaking news occurs. However, today, Twitter responded very differently than it had in past instances where important stories had been published by major media outlets. Despite yesterday's article being placed in the 4th largest newspaper in the United States, Twitter unilaterally decided to mark the story as potentially unsafe and blocked it. Twitter also temporarily locked White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany's account, as well as the New York Post, adding notices to their tweets saying that it had violated Twitter's rules on prohibiting publishing hacked material. Oh, that's interesting. After the New York Post article was blocked, Twitter then suppressed an official press release from the Republicans on the House Judiciary Committee that reposted the article and blocked users from tweeting the link. Though you later acknowledged blocking the article without context was unacceptable and the community's communication surrounding its actions was not great, Twitter down a circulation of the article and limited its ability to share with the American people. In doing so, Twitter benefited one candidate for president at the expense of the other. Mr. Jack Dorsey, October 15th, page 2. Such Orwellian tactics as the opposite of how Twitter has responded during other major news cycles over the past several years. Recently, the New York Times published a series of articles regarding President Trump's taxes. Despite the suspect legality of the Times obtaining the tax records and writing about them, Twitter took no steps to limit dissemination of the article on its platform. During the hearings to confirm Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court in 2018, rumors swirled about on Twitter and with suspect veracity, all later to be proven false. Yet Twitter took no steps than either to limit dissemination of such rumors on its platform. Now, I haven't looked up the validity of this letter. I don't know if it really came from an official GOP oversight committee. It's got a blue check mark by it. But what comes next is very interesting to me. Perhaps even more troubling, Brandon Borden, Twitter's vice president of global communication, claimed Twitter took these steps under its hacked materials policy without providing any evidence the material were the result of hacking. Borman even claimed Twitter had blocked links before under the policy, but did not specify when. So here we go. This is the homework assignment set up. Now, in working with the federal government, one thing that I have learned, which is what makes me laugh here, is the government will get back to you when they get back to you. It could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 6 months, it could be 2 years, it could be whenever they feel like. And what's interesting about this is social media companies have been doing the same. If any requests are made to them, they make it a priority if it's a benefit. If it's not, they'll drag it out, drag it out, drag it out. Once they are held to the fire, they ask for extensions only if required by law. And so it's been this game going back and forth. But what's really interesting here is we skip down to the signature, and it states, I look forward to receiving your responses in this matter no later than 5 p.m. on Friday, October 16th, 2020. This was supposedly given to them on October 15th, 2020, which means they had roughly 24 hours to comply. So what are they asking for? One, so let's start here. Therefore, please provide a list of all links Twitter has blocked on its platform from January 1st, 2019. So that's almost 2 full years to the present. In addition, please provide answers to the following questions. 1. What, if any, steps did Twitter take to verify the accuracy of yesterday's New York Post article before blocking its URL and locking certain accounts? 2. What evidence, if any, does Twitter have that the emails mentioned in yesterday's New York Post article were hacked? 3. What, if any, steps did Twitter take to verify the accuracy of the September-October 2020 New York Times article regarding President Trump's taxes? 4. Was there any discussion within Twitter leadership about the New York Times article falling under Twitter's rules on prohibiting publishing hacked email materials? 5. What, if any, steps did Twitter take to verify the accuracy of the myriad rumors surrounding Brett Kavanaugh shared on Twitter in early September 2018? I look forward to receiving your responses in this matter no later than 5 p.m. on Friday, October 16th, 2020. James Comer, Ranking Member. Now, because of this, I'm not sure how valid this is, because it seems very odd that Brett Kavanaugh's information would be thrown into this. But nonetheless, it was a great letter. It made me giggle. And we'll see if a subpoena is to follow. Okay, so this was Pink Glue, October 15th. Twitter shuts down. This is episode number 2. Jack Dorsey, at Jack, given 24 hours to respond to government oversight. Episode number 135.